I'm so happy to be here. I'm so proud to have my book in English. I'm sorry, I'm a bit stressed, so I don't speak. I will not be able to speak very clearly and fluently, but I will do my best.
Don't worry at all.
So I'm what I always dreamed to be an illustrator. I couldn't imagine it would be possible for me because I was my mother was a painter and my dad was a doctor, and I was raised with the dream that I will be a doctor as him, but I always draw when I was young, when I was at school, when I was at college, when I was and as I was 18, I realized that I wouldn't be able to be a doctor, and so I asked my dad and said, "Okay, well, I cannot be a doctor, but I have one thing that I want to be. It's an illustrator." And he said, "Yes, you can. If you want to do that, you must." So I decided to make a graphic school in Paris. And at the end of my 5 years studies, I realized that the only thing I wanted to do was children books. When I have a book with my illustration in it, it's just like when I was a little girl and when my father was reading book for me and my sister and my brother, and I just this is what I was meant to be and to do. Is it okay? Do you understand?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. So
okay.
is that where your love of books and stories came from reading with your father, or
Yes.
were there other influences that really kind of ignited that passion?
My father was reading me the I don't know it in English, the 1001 Night. No, I don't know the name. You know what I mean? And but also I had a wonderful grandmother, a Swedish grandmother, who raised me reading me the Tove Jansson books, the Moomin books, and I don't know, and all the Scandinavian illustrators. I've grown up with them. So with John Bower, with I have blackout now, but John Bower is my king. Voila. Tove Jansson is my queen. And Kitty Crowther is another queen, but I discovered her after. And yes, this is my childhood that makes me.
Well, you're obviously among friends who all love children's books, so you're in good company.
You can see that the text is not really easily you cannot easily read the book.
Yeah, the focus is on the image, isn't it? The focus is the image rather than the text.
I wanted to be on the stage with the dancers, and that was the big feeling I wanted to translate in that collection with this book.
Yeah. I was also wondering because I love that about the layout. So so you can sort of see, I'm sure it will be clear when Mark is sort of showing the pages. So the sort of layout, it looks like the sort of arch of the proscenium arch of a theatre. And I loved that on some pages it felt like you were sort of in the audience really far back looking, but then other pages you sort of get drawn into like a much larger scale, like you're zoomed into that action and you're on the stage. And I thought that was really clever of how that was designed. I've read it with my 3 children, and they all loved it as well. And my youngest in particular, I think we spent just ages kind of poring over every single page because there's just so much detail to kind of absorb yourself in. It's really wonderful.